Hello, everyone. Welcome. Kindly do not do an ignore metal. Hello, hello. How did everybody's weekend go? How many of you engaged with the Rush Dueling? Was it really quantum cubes? I would not be surprised if it was, but I'm not actually sure. After going something, I think I told the story on the last stream that we did, but after going like 2 and 15 before eventually finally getting lucky enough to get Pity ranked up into Rush Max, I had absolutely no desire to engage in the stage 2, so I played exactly one game just to qualify for the rewards for having been in the top whatever. Hello, Alia. How you doing? I think I've said it before. No, I played Machine and I played Cybers. I was playing literally like arguably 2 of the best decks. But again, I'm pretty sure I showed off a couple of the screenshots, but can I just show them real quick again? You know what? I'll just grab one of them. I'll grab just one. Like, and this was like literally every single game. So it was quite distressing. Because I honestly felt like it was completely out of my control. Also, by the way, if you are a subbed member of the DLM Discord, you can join today's event by heading over to the DLM Discord, go to the Meta Weekly channel, and sign up in the Start GG link therein. I'm talking stuff like this. I'm talking turn 3 getting OTK'd. Completely out of nowhere. Nothing you can do about it. I'm talking stuff like this. Turn 3. Getting OTK'd completely out of nowhere. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm talking this. To be fair, this is turn 5. But getting OTK'd, and there's completely nothing you can do about it. These were all one after another, after another, after another. Literally nothing that I could do. Turn 3. Getting OTK'd, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, it's just... I would literally play the game, and there was literally nothing I could do. I just lost. Alia, thank you so much for the resubscription, my dude. It's very kind of you. It means so much to me. Appreciate you. You help us do what we do here. That's the nature of Rush? Sure, but like, what am I supposed to do? I didn't feel like I was making any misplays. I was losing because the game said you don't get to play today. So once I made it to max, I was like, do I really want to endure any of this? No. Now, to be fair, this is not exclusively my annoyance at Rush. I'm actually I kind of hate every format right now. And hate's a strong word because I still love like the game, but every format I've got some major beef with right now. Like literally every format. Speed, Rush, Master Duel, TCG. They all suck in their own way. Currently right now, I am Duelist level 18. I've just been jumping between different decks. I can't like, don't get me wrong, like I'm winning. So you can see right here, I'm randomly playing like Hand Trap, TG, but I've been playing mostly the Dragon Link deck, and like I'm winning. I think I'm right now like on a 13 win streak or something, but like I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I don't want to be playing. I feel kind of like forced into just a couple decks if I want to do well. And like, I was like, I kind of want to play, I don't know, Live Twin. Not really. I kind of want to play Performage. I really like Performage, and the new cards that we got for Performage, or not we got, but were announced, got me even more excited. And then I'm like, yeah, but again, in this meta, so mostly it's just been playing Rockets and winning, but like, I don't know. To be fair, I've only faced a couple agent players as well. And every single time I faced an agent player, I had Lancia, thankfully. With Master Duel, it's obviously the continuation of Snake Eye format, which is the same as the TCG, just more Snake Eyes format, and I don't know. This meta is not enjoyable. And see, and that's the thing. I love, like, as silly as this is, I think, well, it's not that I think. We literally went from a meta where you could play kind of a little bit of everything to it being really rough. For those of you that are aware, like my little pet deck that I'll play all the time, like for fun outside of stream, is like I'm always tinkering with a Valkyrie deck. So it's usually something like this. I've incorporated the artifact engine. This deck is basically unplayable right now. Just because of stuff like agents. It's not a good deck, but my gauge of a meta is, can I go positive win rate with my bad deck? But anyways, so this will be we are going to do the meta weekly. This is going to be a bit of a, like, I don't know. I don't really have a feeling of how I want to do today's stream. I might complain a little bit, but mostly it's just going to be, you know, chilling. Today's tournament probably won't be particularly large, just because everyone is going to be post KC Cup letdown. It's pretty standard. So mostly I guess we'll just kind of have it on in the background and just sort of chill and hang out for a little bit. Am I gonna play Dark Magician Knight Turbo? What? Can we complain about the Konami stream from the other day? I mean, is there any more to be said about it? We kind of talked about it to the extent that needed to be talked about during then. I mean, for anybody who wasn't there for the stream, I guess we could rehash what happened, but you know, it was more of a being annoyed in the moment thing, as opposed to like something to really like lash onto. Skills are making the game a lot less enjoyable in both rush and speed. So I mean, that's obviously going to be up to each individual person. I don't think it is skills in general. I think the complaint should always be skills in particular, because like, look, we're playing Duel Links. There's going to be skills, and for any time that a person can complain about a skill being too good, there's going to be plenty of skills that make decks playable that would literally not be playable otherwise. For example, would Performage have done anything with this release without a skill specifically to make the deck work? Absolutely not. It's a fun deck. I enjoy it. I am hopeful that the new support that they just announced recently is going to come to the game sooner rather than later. I think that would be a lot of fun. And again, would any of that be possible without a skill that helps make them play? Probably not. For all the complaints people may have about Blue Eyes, I actually think that the Blue Eyes deck is an incredibly cool way to make a deck that would otherwise literally never be meta. Now, obviously, you can complain about certain cards in it, or that you feel that it has been in the meta for too long, but is the skill itself a problem? No. Skills become a problem when there's stuff like the Agent one or the Boral one where they're just a little too overtuned. Where they do a little bit too much, or too good, or too usable. These new skills are absurdly stupid. They do more and more. Well, again, but like, which ones? Soulglow, which ones? Because realistically speaking, think of like all the skills that we've done recently. Is the Performage skill too much? I would argue no. Is the Raid Raptor or PK skill too much? Again, I would argue no. I think both of those are perfectly fine. Like, let's say that you legitimately thought Phantom Knights was a problem. What's actually the problem in Phantom Knights? What's the card that people have issues with in Phantom Knights? It's Ophion. That's literally it. With one change, you could effectively fix the problem. Boom. Is the skill a problem now? No. I don't think you would have any problem with the skill at all. In fact, I think most people would agree this is actually a really cool skill. First of all, hello Lemon. Second, your opinion on debate. Was Plushfire errated to bring to Duel Links, or did Konami really just want Performage to be good in OCG? It's both. Konami has been not testing, but there has been a lot of crossover synergy that Konami has been doing with making something good in Duel Links or testing something in Duel Links, and then that same thing gets new cards in the OCG. We saw that happen, for example, with Tachyon. Was one of the more recent examples. Tachyon got a bunch of new support announced pretty much at like the same time that it was a deck in Duel Links. Alrighty, looks like we do have the Meta Weekly ready to go. Start the bracket. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay. But yeah, Duel Links has been a testing ground. If not for exactly what the deck's going to be getting, but just for like bringing, it's like crossover synergistic promotion advertisement at the same time that you're being told, hey, Duel Links is getting is in a tier 0 format. Hello, Tomato. Duel Links is in a tier 0 format. You're told that same deck is getting new cards. Now, obviously, the timing doesn't always like line up perfectly because, you know, they can't always do that. But they're usually pretty close together. Should we expect some busted agent support? I would not be shocked if it happened. Do you think they intentionally made the Perform Age skill similar to the OG Tachyon skill to promote it? No, I think it's just that Konami... so we talked about this in a couple streams ago, but basically Konami has been... So think about where Duel Links is right now in the power progression of the game. You know, we have like 3/4 of all the games or cards in the game, or no, 3/5. I don't know. We'll talk about that other stuff in a little bit. Basically, we're at a point where the potential of power creep is only going to get higher and higher and higher. So they have to be like really careful in theory. Hans, that may be true as well, but we'll get to that in just a moment. We've said this before, but a lot of the skills being designed right now are specifically to give an advantage to player 2 to even things out a little bit. Now, there are good versions of that, and there are bad versions of that. A good version, I think, that a lot of people would agree with, or at least, even if they don't like it, they understand, is like the Perform Mage skill. You know, or the Phantom Knight or the Raid Raptor skill, where you basically have guaranteed play, or also the Sun Avalon skill, having the ability to play through an interruption, knowing that most people are going to set up at least one interruption, I think is fantastic design. It allows you to, excuse me? Tri-Horned Dragon. We want another Dark in the graveyard? Interesting. Just checking something really quick. Okay. Hello, Drewy. But yes, hello, everyone. Good to see you guys. Now, it's obvious that there are some situations where it's potentially maybe a little too good. Like, I think a lot of people would argue that the Boral skill right now, because of the nature of links not being able to respond to the quad Boral hitting the field, is maybe a bit much. Like, you should be able to trade into it. Why is he popping? I don't know. Wants to make room. He may not have a Link 3 he wants to use. Probably wants to keep the Galactic Spiral as material for the excuse me. Alright, so the levels required for oh nope, never mind. But so what is it? I think it's more about them using the same team for the three formats, at least make them more coherent between the three, after the investor complaint about the formats being so unrelated. Do you think that's really a thing though? Because like, think about the decks in the game right now. I mean, Duel Links is always going to be its own thing where you can't really make the formats line up one to... Did we really end on Borreload Magna Rocket? Interesting. I mean, oh, we were under... Never mind. We were under Lancia. We were under Lancia. Thank you for the breakdown medal. Appreciate you, dude. So we can send one monster to the graveyard as our disruption here, besides potential hand traps. But like, having a little bit of crossover synergy, I guess, does make sense. But I think that's going to be more in like, you're not going to do that like one-to-one. It's going to be like having a deck that's getting support. So like, you know, if you're releasing support for, you know, Tachyon, and you can say the best deck in Duel Links right now is Tachyon. That kind of crossover is good, at least there. Cards getting better and skills are getting even worse. They don't handle it well. Nah. Hello, Morningstar. Welcome. I wouldn't say... I think we need to be careful about being hyperbolic. Obviously, a lot of the time, we do like to complain about stuff. And it's also just fun to complain about stuff, so, you know. But we also need to be fair about things. We need better / more creative boss monsters that don't just negate everything. The TCG, OCG aren't in a good place because boards are too strong to beat without half a deck being made of hand traps. Well, I don't even think that's necessarily because of the negates, bro Scooey. If anything, one of the things I think we actually can say about the current state of the TCG is it actually isn't really negate heavy at the moment, especially with the bans of stuff like Barone and Savage. Obviously, yes, you do have Appaloosa existing, but realistically speaking, it's more about layered disruption. Now, this is something you may actually, unfortunately, I think we're about to get ads. I will wait for ads to continue. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to do it early. We will discuss problems of each one in just a moment. And not each format. Okay, so we did stop our opponent from being able to make a Herald of Arclight. So now it looks like we have no other interruptions. We do have Borreload, which can reduce by 2,500. So we do need to have a way to deal with it. We should be able to do that, though, here. I will say, technically speaking, monster negates are a little more manageable. And I usually, in dueling specific, I shouldn't be talking now, I should be waiting, but dueling specifically has been doing a pretty good job of, like, yes, we'll give you a monster negate, but, like, that's what you get. You aren't getting multiple forms of disruption. You aren't building a huge board. You're getting, like, a negate, a back row. Mizu, I'll talk to it. I'll talk about that in just a moment. I'm waiting for the ads to end. So, outside of any hand traps, it does look like we are going to be able to assemble lethal here. Cyber's Quantum getting rid of the Borreload, and then 3 attacks, 4 total technically, is going to be able to seal the deal. Omsom takes game number 1. Well, the issue with agents is not only are you're just getting, like, too many interruptions for too little. That's the main issue. Actually, so we should bring up, let me see if I can bring this up really quick. We do have the breakdown of what the expected, what the best players in the game over in Japan decided would be best to play in the Speed KC Cup. So you probably can expect something similar to this breakdown outside of any secret spice that people are hiding. So 5 major decks to consider. I'm not so sure about Performage, although I guess I can kind of see it a little bit. But realistically, you're looking at Agents, Boral, Blue Eyes, Shadal as your major contenders for the upcoming Speed KC Cup. Not Artifact, it's just generic. Yes. People were hiding double summon trap tricks. Make sure you look out for that. Do you have an example of it, Ends? Because how is it hiding it? I don't think it's, unless you mean like it's secretly being hidden from like the entire community or something. Hello, ICU. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the resub, my dude. Okay, it looks like the ads have finished. But yeah, for those of you that didn't hear, this should be like your expected breakdown of, outside of surprise decks of the upcoming Speed Worlds qualifiers. Half joking. LOL. What the hell? Why are my alerts tiny? Sorry about that. Do you think the WCS qualifiers will help Konami to identify Duel Links' meta problems? Konami already knows what the problems are. It's just a matter of fixing them. But they have no reason to fix them right now until after Worlds. Lamore, thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say. So let's go back and catch up on some of these comments and questions. So, okay. So, Konami has actually been switching over a lot of its design philosophy, at least lately, to the concept of layered disruption. You may have heard some of the other, like, some of the Yugi tubers out there talk about this. And I actually agree with it a fair bit. Layered disruption. The concept of layered disruption is that you're not putting all of your eggs in one basket. As in, no one card is going to be... You're not going to be able to Dark Ruler no more, Dark Hole, whatever. That the disruption comes in multiple forms. Now, obviously, this could be viewed as like board presence hand traps, but a lot of what it actually represents is if you deal with what I have on the board, or if you do something, I have resources that come from another place, oftentimes from the graveyard, oftentimes the extra deck via the graveyard, or they come from the hand because of something that you did. So the classic example of where this really ramped up was obviously Tearlament. Tearlament, if you were to quote-unquote break the board, their monsters go to the graveyard, trigger their effects, often trigger additional summons of new boss monsters that you have to deal with. So you couldn't really, like, just catch-all deal with their monsters. You see the same thing in Snake Eyes, right? You know, so Snake Eyes boards are not putting up a ton of negates anymore, technically, because they're just focusing on the links, and you may get, like, Appaloosa and the light, and the like. But what's happening is you have the Promethean Princess in the graveyard. You've got your board presence. If you do manage to somehow break the board, then you're floating into, you know, your Flamberge effect is triggering, which brings you back 2 bodies, which gets you more bodies to protect yourself or put more disruption on the board. Also give you the follow-up to counterattack on the following turn. Like, it's a better philosophy in theory of not just going hard, no, you don't get to play. But the problem is that they really haven't given most decks the ability to combat that kind of deck building. It's why Tearlament was a tier 0 threat, and to this day, if Tearlament was at full power, it would probably be like the full, like, unbeatable compared to even Snake Eyes. It would roll Snake Eyes. And, like, maybe the only deck that might be a problem to it is like full power Kashtira, just because that was, like, meant to be quote unquote a counter deck to it. And so we're starting to see a little, I mean, not one-to-one, but we are starting to see some of that design philosophy trickling into Duel Links. And what I mean, not necessarily in the monsters that we're getting, but the skills. You see that in the whole concept of, if you disrupt me, I can now still play the game because my skill helps me play through your disruption. It's that layered protection to allow me to kind of play the game. I think that personally is a good design if you are careful with it and keep it reined in and don't let it get too too out of control. Give me a live twin skill like that. Well, I mean, sure, but live twin also like literally has the cards that would do that. They just need their like extenders and the like. Some of the decks that have gotten that support, like Raid Raptor or Sun Avalon, would literally lose to like a Book of Moon. So they need it. Whereas a deck, in theory, a deck like Live Twin, if it had its extenders, could probably innately play through one disruption. Just wanted to get back to you on Multiple Negates. You're right. Disruptions are a bigger problem. I don't think any deck should be strong enough to make it so that your opponent can't play the game going second. I agree. Like, realistically speaking, you, like, in an ideal world, the game should be ending on turn 5 to 7. Now, other people may disagree, but I think if you go 5 to 7 turns, both players have probably had 2+ attempts to either establish or break a board. Let's say 2.5 chances. Like, you have like 2 full chances to play the game, and then like a last chance desperation gambit or something of the like, right? I think most people would agree that would be a decent amount of interaction. Duel Links has a lot of decks where if you interrupt its normal summon, they just pass. The new skills circumvent a lot of that. That's kind of what I've been talking about, Swaggle. And that part of new skills, I think, is actually really good. And if I could do anything, it would be to kill people on the concept of survivable disruption being good is a good thing. The main thing Konami should be keeping an eye on is, does player 2 become too good? And that would be like, that would be the way that you would look at something like Borreload Link, for example. Quad Burl for free, where your opponent can't respond to the summon. That could be an issue. Do you think we need more time? More to play properly? Oh, so Antho Knight, first of all, welcome. I don't know if you've actually been here before, but that is absolutely something that the community has been talking about a lot. The timer in Duel Links right now is unfortunately way too low. It made sense when the game was summon Amazon Princess, activate effect, set 3, go to battle phase. That was a perfect amount of time. But with the amount of things that you're required to do, Konami does need to increase the timer somehow. Whether that is an initial amount of time, or, as Mizu said, making it so that each player gets back more time on both players' turns, just so that you have an opportunity to have meaningful interactions, would be good. Yes, absolutely. The game needs more time. That is, in fact, Tri-Horde and Dragon. Not sure why we're going with another Dark. Does appear that we may have lethal here. We can Rocket Tracer effect. Pop itself. Ooh, we are keeping the Halberd. Ah, because it does, we can still use the closed summon. Alrighty, we will tie things up here and go to a game number 3. Like, I am personally notoriously awful when it comes to the timer. Back during the second time that Shiranui was a meta deck, I was playing that deck all the time in stuff like Clan Wars and other leagues like Friend League, etc. And we're talking Shiranui. Back row Shiranui. This is not a deck that requires a lot of thinking. And I would be like, okay, okay, what do I want to do here? Let me think about this one. And then end my turn with like 40 seconds left on the timer. And it's like, dude, you're playing Trap Shiranui. How are you ending with 40 seconds left on the timer? And it's like, I'm thinking! I'm sorry! Now, obviously, I have gotten better, to be fair, but I still run into the timer. Guy Bassis, thank you so much for the resubscription, my dude. I appreciate you. Bro, I need like an extra 2 minutes. Okay, to be fair, Tomato, you and I are actually very similar. Anytime I watch you doing your speed duel stuff, I'm like, that's me. That right there. That's me. Riot Dragon is annoying to deal with because of interlock. I actually think that's pretty cool. That's the part about it that I like. To promote speed dueling, I think there should be a... Okay. Somebody, do we have a mod here? Can we time ends out? Cringe takes are not allowed. What does Riot Dragon do? So if you're talking about just the effect of Riot Dragon, it can negate inherent special summons by destroying a rocket monster or itself. So ideally, you can set it up to have a couple summon negates. The thing that makes it special is that if you heavy interlock summon it, it is unaffected by monsters from the extra deck and cannot be destroyed in battle by extra deck monsters. So because most people use extra deck monsters, it can be very difficult for them to out. Correct, but it's completely affected by spell cards, trap cards, and normal ass monsters. You want to run it over with Blue Eyes, blow it up with you know, well, first of all, technically, if you were to summon something like Alternative Dragon, it could negate that summon, but you know, it's not an issue as much in Duel Links because there's decks like Blue Eyes in the format that can just go like Ball Lamau, cool. Nice Riot Dragon, idiot. It would be a shame if I turned it into a Blue Eyes with Successor Soul, or blew it up with Ultimate Fusion. Sure, Lemon, hold the room for me. Or rather, yeah, don't leave yet, and I'll have somebody, I'll have one of my mods hold it for me. Metal or Eli, no peepo ignoring this duel room. Watch this. Okay. What is it that I'm supposed to be watching? Is this Farfa? What's up, Sean? How you doing, buddy? Streamer, click the link, streamer. Just click. Trust me. Oh, God. I can already see where this is going. Sorry to interrupt this for a second. And actually, we'll finish this match, then watch it. We are going to go for the negate of the Wonder Magician. So we have one more special summon negate. We do have a back row. Electing to bring back the striker here. Interesting. Was that a misclick? Oh no, we want to go for Herald of Arclight here. Okay, so we're saying, sure, make Herald. Does Borrow Link run rank 8s? No, the skill kind of locks you to links. Can we do anything else here is the problem. Okay, we do have Nightmare Phoenix. Destroying the Crackdown. Give me back my Screw Serpent. Going for the Trident Launcher now. We did Wonder Magician. It got negated. Can Borreload negate all of these? No. Can't negate any of them, right. Okay, still, how do we deal with the Riot Dragon in defense? We are not summoning a Starry Dragon. Going for the TG extension. All right, we're gonna have to figure this out. Lemon, you do have a new match. I have somebody holding the room, so you can go on to your next match. Excuse me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is that 6? No, we activated, so there was 5. Negate the Dark-Armed Dragon of Annihilation. Pop the Trident Launcher. Negate. We go to battle. Attempting to use the TG extension effect, but it is unaffected. I don't think we have an out. Unless we're playing like a spell trap of some kind. Little 300 slap. Well, we don't have a light dragon, so I don't know how much Levy would do here right now. If we're even running it, which we probably are, but we already used Wonder Magician. We wait. We must have an out if we're not just surrendering. I would assume that if we haven't surrendered, we have an out. I mean, technically, limiter removal, if we run another copy, can recycle one card, which would mean we wouldn't lose. Hello, Jay. Welcome, welcome. Doing well. Thank you for asking, my dude. We are currently in a stalemate between Rockets and TG. Neither can do anything here. I don't know if I'd say TG has a good matchup, but would Samurai Destroyer even do anything? Isn't it unaffected by Samurai Destroyer? Why are we activating this? Oh, I guess you don't have to banish for it. This does put another 2. Never mind. Another back row. We have seen Crackdown from the Boral player, so if we can just yoink it with a Crackdown, I think that's a way for Boral to win here. We go to battle. This reminds me of Borland versus Borland, or Borland versus Chaos Angel. If we have Crackdown, why haven't we used it? Hello, Mozart! Oh, well, there it is. Wrap it up. Heightroyd Trust. Somehow I doubt it. I think it's just this particular player. Okay, we show the Effect Veiler. The Effect Veiler. Oh, baby, a triple? No. Alright, we're just showing off what we had in our hand. Thank you, Omsom, for your attempt at holding the line. But you will fall. Alright, I'm told we have a funny haha to watch. Let's see if it's worth it. This better be good, Marco.
$43? That's insane. Okay, anyway, let's tribute summon. $43?
Marco, thank you for wasting my time. Where was the haha? You have successfully clicked the link. Is the joke that Marco just quested me? Is that what happened? Boral won. Eli, Metal, we got about 7 minutes left in this match. Can you keep an eye on it, please, for time? It's going to be Cole versus Erase the Lord. All right, so we got Boral versus Performage. Performage, of course, the deck that has just gotten some announced support in the OCG. I will actually take a look at those cards. Yeah. We're gonna take a look at those cards. You're done? Oh, could you? Okay, cool. Never mind. I kind of glanced over the cards, but I didn't look at them too seriously. So, as somebody who has been enjoying Performage, I never got to play Performage in the physical game, but I've been thoroughly enjoying them in dueling. So I would like to see what exactly the new cards could offer. So we'll take a look at that in just a little bit. All right, we go for the Baboost. We go Zeroha. Artemis searching for another copy. We can then go for the Draco Berserker here. Allow the double attack. Get poppin'. And that's just 4K direct. Takes game number 1. Yeah, I did see that Plushfire got an errata, so it's like it's once per turn now instead of unlimited, which is like anybody who complains about that. Wasn't that card legal for like 3 weeks, got banned, and has never been seen since? Wouldn't you rather, like, there are a lot of cards that probably should not have unlimited uses, and a once per turn is the least offensive errata you could possibly get. All right, so we are going first here. Juggler as a copy of the Hat Tricker here. Going for a copy of Rilliona here. Rilliona into the Zeroha. Go for the resummon. Artemis searching. We already have the invocation in hand. Going for the Iwas. Go time. Gonna go ahead and put a damaged juggler to the field and pass the turn. Put our opponent under the Lancia. That's a little bit rude, isn't it? Quick launch number 1, quick launch number 2, which Tracer will pop, allowing us to get 3 bodies on the field, get ourselves a copy of the Quad Boral Dragon. We will, unfortunately, goes for the Starlight, nukes the entire board here, the face-up board anyways. What is special about these replays? We're seeing Performage do well against a tier 1 deck, arguably. Quick launch number 3. Get poppin'. We're going to go damage juggler into the Hat Tricker. Rally reattach. Resummon back Artemis effect for another search. We're gonna make a Draco Berserker here. Trick Clown combat. Hat Tricker stop the damage. Go for the Trapeze Magician. What they did with Trapeze here in the skill is actually really cool. I like it a lot. It's one of the things I like about the deck. The skill allowing you to like really synergize with Performage, Trapeze Magician's otherwise kind of meanie effect is actually pretty cool. All right, well done. Hello, Vanilla. Okay, let us grab the... I do want to take a quick look YGO.org. Go take a look at these. Or I guess we can go look on Master Duel Meta. Yeah, I was just talking about the fact that I never got to experience that Performage in the paper game because that was when I was kind of out of the game, but I've like loved them in Duel Links, so very, very interested. Okay, let's take a quick look. So we got how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and an errata. That's actually a fairly significant amount of support. So we got, what is that, 3 pendulums here, 2 that look obviously meant to be paired together. Performage Fire Dancer level 4, Fire Spellcaster Pendulum Effect Monster 14, 1200, scale 6. Pendulum effects, once per turn, you can target a Performage monster you control. This turn, if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. Obvious synergy with Trapeze Magician. Not the craziest effect, but especially in the context of like Duel Links, that would actually be a perfectly fine pendulum effect to have. It is level 4, so very easy access and synergizes with the rest of the rank level 4 packages. What is the monster effect? If it is normal or special, you can add 1 Performage monster from your deck to your hand. So it's your Stratos. Okay, I mean, you are never going to complain about a Stratos effect. If it is on the field destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. It loses 500 attack. Kind of whatever. I mean, in Duel Links terms, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but obviously it's your searcher, so that's really good. We have the skill to search right now, and damage juggler, but having an additional way to search is always going to be good. So we got it paired up with Performage Water Dancer, same thing, but in reverse, 2 instead of 6. Pendulum effects, if you control a Performage monster, you can special summon this card. So it's like the it's a free extender if you have Performages. It's like the Abyss Actor card, the circus one or whatever the hell, except it's more specific. When a monster declares an attack, you can target 1 attack position monster, change it to defense position. So that's good, both attacking and defending. It gives you a free econ to protect yourself when your opponent is attacking. But when you are attacking, you can synergize it with the free piercing damage to be able to just put a monster to defense position. Okay, cool. That's fine. Not the craziest thing. The fact that you can special summon it, though, as a free body is obviously what's going to make it a include in the Performage deck, just because you're going to be playing a bunch of Performages. So being able to like, I mean, obviously I haven't seen any of the others, but the fact that you could just go Fire Dancer, search for Water Dancer, scale Water Dancer, summon Water Dancer, rank 4 immediately off of 1 card. I mean, 1 card combo. Monster effects. If this card is pendulum summoned, you can add 1 polymerization from your deck or graveyard to hand. So that's obviously meant to synergize with the fusion there. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target an attack position monster, change it to defense position. So just continuing the whole theme of having effects if it goes to the graveyard, essentially. Wind Drainer. Once per turn, you can target 1 Performage pendulum monster you control. To activate one of these effects, reduce its level by 1, increase this card's scale by that monster's. Okay. So you can reduce its level by 1. So you have the level 5s, which you can reduce to 4. That seems like, okay, why do we want to do something? Why are we making it difficult to use these cards and then remove the difficulty in using these cards? Okay, whatever. If your opponent controls a monster or a Perform Mage monster on the field, you can special summon this card. Wait. It's just a polymerization. You can't add Magical Eyes Fusion. If your opponent controls a monster or a Perform Mage monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, you cannot special summon while this monster except Perform Mage monster. So you lock yourself to Perform Mage, but you're a level 5. Weird. If this card is special summon, you can reduce... Okay, well, there you go. You solved your own problem. Once per turn, you can change the level of all level 4 Perform Mage monsters you currently... Oh, okay. Just read the card. So, you can summon this, make it level 4, but then you can also just be like, we're all level 5s for the level 5s that you have. Okay, that's cool. That's actually not bad at all then. And it's just a free extender. Cup Tricker, you can target one Perform Mage disease monster you control. Attach this card to it as material. I mean, okay. If this card is added to the extra deck, you can add one face-up Perform Mage Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. So, okay. So if it goes to the extra deck, you just get free card advantage back in your hand. If this card is in your hand, you can target one Xyz monster on the field, detach one material from it, and if you do, special summon this card, then Xyz one Xyz monster on the field. Oh, then an Xyz monster. Okay, that's whatever. If this card is detached from an Xyz monster and sent to the graveyard to activate that monster's effect, you can target two Xyz monsters you control, detach one material from one of them, and attach it to the other. So that's just the anime effect of that one. And that is whatever. Who cares? That card's kind of bad. Your opponent cannot... So, two Perform Mage monsters, 2,400. Your opponent cannot target Perform Mage monsters you control with card effects. Wait. Your opponent cannot target Perform Mage monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your card... Your card effects? So, like, what are you gonna... You could, like... I could Dark Hole and not die. I mean... Not being able to target your Perform Mages with card effects is obviously incredible. But, okay, we're going to have to figure out what the hell this synergy is. Your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for an attack while you control a Perform Mage monster other than itself. Okay. When an attack is declared involving your Perform Mage monster and an opponent's monster, you can make that opponent's monster lose 600 attack. And that's not once per turn. So, instantly, they need to be 3,000 to be able to... beat it, and that attack. And if you can do any other goofy shenanigans like put them to defense with the above card, you can that 600 is permanent. Okay, cool. Shadowmaker, obviously. So these Shadowmakers from the anime, I can't remember if High Magician is. I don't believe so. I think this is new. You can detach one material from this card, send one Perform Mage monster from your deck to the graveyard, add one rake. Okay, so detaching a material, so you could send something like Juggler or Trick Clown and just get free advantage off of it. And you're getting the rank up, so detach, go +2 probably. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, special summon one Perform Mage Shadowmaker from your extra deck. So it's not like the anime, which was just able to do it without. You have to target it with something. Okay. If the last material is detached from this card, you can special summon one Perform Mage monster from your graveyard. I mean, okay. So realistically speaking, if you can find a way to target your own stuff, this deck should unless you lock yourself, you'll very easily be able to make something like Utopic Future, because you can just get two Shadowmakers to the field and then make your Utopic. High Magician. 2 level 5 spellcaster monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects while it has material. Your opponent takes any effect damage you would have taken instead. You can apply it a number of times per turn up to the number of materials attached to this card. If this card has Performage Trapeze Magician as material, so I assume that's going to be from the rank up, it gains this effect. You can detach one material from this card. This card can make up to 3 attacks during each battle phase this turn. Okay, that's kind of irrelevant, but also funny. The rank up, target one rank 4 spellcaster Xyz monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. And if you do, special summon one level 5 spellcaster Xyz monster from your extra deck by using the first monster's material. And if you do, attach this card to it as material. So all of a sudden, all rank 5 spellcasters. I'm sure people have been already looking at that. The second special summon is treated as an Xyz, and Plush Fire is now once per turn. My verdict! Those cards are pretty cool. I like them. I like them a lot, actually. I think pretty much all those could come to Duel Links and be perfectly fine, and hopefully they will. It would make sense if it was cannot be destroyed by card effects of vanilla. But you are right. It is weird that if it would be by your effects, because I don't even think... oh, Edge. Sorry. We'll wait. I don't even think Performage... Well, wait. Okay. Hold on. The obvious synergy is with what? With Plush Fire? Because doesn't Plush Fire operate off of being destroyed? Well, no, that's not synergy. That's anti-synergy. You cannot activate your Plush Fire effect, even if you wanted to. No, Duel Links meta is not my website. I merely help run the tournament. I have no other connection to the website, to Decade. I just help run the tournaments.
Duel!
We do apologize, of course, about the ads, but it is how we're able to fund our tournaments, my dude. Hopefully you understand. I don't like to do it, but it really does help us to be able to do our tournaments. But yeah, so if you did not hear me, no, I do not own Duel Links Meta. I have simply helped run the tournaments for a while now. When Decade moved on to focusing on Master Duel, because he still intended to host, or to rather fund the Duel Links events, if I didn't start doing, if somebody didn't stream them, they would just not get streamed. And even if they may not be the largest events at this point, I would still like every single one to be streamed. So we do that. We also host events of our own in addition to that, which you can find at !Discord. That's not going to happen, Blackheart, unfortunately, due to the fact that we run prize support tournaments. It's that's unfortunately a big no-no to Konami. All right, Buster Dragon, we will be able to. Excuse me? Playing Archfiend Eccentric, able to pop the Buster Dragon, then unexpected die and go for the combos. Incredible. This man came prepared. Oh, Trapeze Magician. Okay, yeah. Thank you, K-Brock. Yes, that obviously that makes sense now. So when you detach to Trapeze Magician, the monster that got the double attack will no longer die. Thank you. That makes an incredible amount of success. Hello, by the way, Norrentino. Good to see you, my dude. Hopefully you are well. Why is phone Twitch so ugly? Good question. Do you mean like the quality? You just may not have the bitrate high enough or something. Oof. It's Trapeze Magician. When you detach its material and target a monster to be able to double attack, at the end of the turn it is destroyed. Norrentino, you can try using browser Twitch and just put it in desktop mode. We are going to end on the Resurgent. Going to go ahead and return here. Forces our opponent to pass. Genus Loci goes for the Thrasher. Thrasher does not get boosted, though, because we don't have a Sun Avalon, but it doesn't matter. We have lethal. That will tie things up 1-1. We go to game 3. Can we get Theseus and Duel Links with ready insta-fusion? For Sora? No. How about Sora gets an actually playable Fluffles deck first?
Duel.
Then we can worry about it. Ramon, it's due to the number of people in today's event. Also, Agents has been on a bit of a in relation to the rest of the decks. It's about what you would expect, I guess. Boral is like the deck to beat right now. Everyone who was Agents are hyped up because they can make insane turn 1 boards, but I think people like the flexibility of the Boral deck. Do you think Plush Fire will be added to Duel Links? I don't know about next event, but I would not be shocked if it's added sooner rather than later. What's HAT? It stands for what is it? Hand artifact trap tricks. They probably already lost, so let me see if I can find their deck. Yeah. Although this is not what I would... Wait. Okay, no, maybe that's not the one. Let me see if I can find it. I found one that looks kind of like it, but not one-to-one. Oh, nope, here. I literally found it. Yeah, it lost round 1. Spectre's theme's pretty solid. Alright, Boral will take it in game number 3. Needex, you need to check in. Why are we copy-pasting what I said? Hello, Sandman. I'm just curious. Kind of weird to just suddenly copy pasta something I said a while ago.
Duel.
Wait, is that what I said in Quantum's Discord? No, I did. Lemon, I don't think you understand. I lost a lot before I finally won. True story. Hitting ELV max in Rush solidified my belief that this format has almost no skill expression right now. I went 2-15, and every single one of my losses was an opponent absolutely sacking me turn 3. There was no back and forth. There was no thought process. It was an absolute blowout every single time to the dumbest stuff. Real. Do I need to swear? Does it change anything? Alright, so we got Trickstar. Okay, is this gonna end the way that it did in the anime? Let us find out. Needle Ceiling, wipe the field. We're gonna go for the healer here. Sunseed Twin. Bring out another Lokai. links off into Amellius. I used Cyburst and Machine. All right. The power of back row. Go to game 2. Now, please, my copy pasta rant is not about the format or the game as a whole. Just specifically me mauling about this particular format. Because, again, I don't think you guys understand. I would make my turn 2, or i.e. turn 1 board, and then just lose. So unless I drew, like, literally... half the time, I would draw something like Negate Attack, and it would just get popped. So it was like, it wasn't even like, oh, you just needed to draw, like, a back row to help you survive. It was like, no, they got to set up their turn 1 board. I usually couldn't crack it completely. Then they would take out any of my defenses and OTK me on turn 3. And it's just like, I was 5 cards to your 10. What was I supposed to do? Did I cog and rush? No, not yet. I did D-level max though. All right, so we have Holly Angel passed. Interesting decision. Do I want to hear a pun? Sure, lay it on me. What is our hand? Okay, Kiteroid, that will help us survive here. Trickstar Candiner will get negated. If a horse does the neigh-neigh, it's called the neigh-neigh.
Duel!
Okay, so who got first place in the Rush qualifier? I don't actually know who got first place. I know that several members of the community that we're aware of ranked and are making it to Worlds. Probably one of the coolest ones. Let me see if I can bring this up. This is actually incredibly cool. If you want to know somebody who is quite possibly one of the most Giga Chad Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists ever, oh god, am I gonna be able to find it? I want to make sure I find it. Oh, don't tell me it's okay. Where the heck is it? Does anybody have the quote? I have the Twitter post talking about Zeta. Oh, I'm so mad that I didn't save it. Oh, yes, Judai. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's yeah, it's on his timeline. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, wait, hold on. I don't see. So he also posted like all the accomplishments. God damn it! If somebody has a post for me, you know the one I'm talking about. It talks about all of Zeta's accomplishments, but the TLDR is that Zeta has qualified for Worlds in the TCG, in Duel Links, in Master Duel, and now with this year, he's qualified for Rush, which means he has qualified for Worlds in every format that he conceivably could. Absolute Giga Chad behavior. God damn, dude. Thank you, Valk. Oh, they must have changed the post because there was somebody who had a post that was like talking about the years that he qualified. It was like 2017 for the TCG. But yeah, so Zeta is the only player in the world to go to the World Cup in 4 different games: TCG, Master Duel, Duel Links, and now Rush. The guy can master all possible Yu-Gi-Oh modes. Absolute goddamn legend. Yeah, no, Zeta is an incredible player. That stuff is really cool to see. Quote, probably just doesn't have a job. Ah, yes. All it takes to qualify in every Yu-Gi-Oh format, just don't have a job, bro. That's all. You do understand that you can still play the game and have a job, right?
Duel!
Alrighty, we got Yatogami at the top. We got Nedex at the bottom. Only one? Okay. Strongest Blue Eyes end board here. Why does EU only get 1 spot? Are you talking about for Rush or for Speed? Because they only had 8 spots. I have no clue why EU only gets... Wait, yeah. Wait, no, that's verifiable. EU It's what? Because the regions are NA, LATAM, EU, Africa, Middle East, etc., Japan, and Oceania, right? Is I don't want to see just speed. Come on now. We'll look at it in just a second. But the fact that you're trying to split 6 regions with 8 slots is already kind of weird. Zeta once qualified playing 48 hours straight, slept 3 hours, and hosted a tourney in his old shop. Then when it ended, he returned to playing. It was Neo's Kawaki format. Oh my god. Simex, it's because they took the 24 slots for speed and made it 16 speed, 8 rush. Same number of players split over 2 modes. Yadogami, I do not know how you managed to have 2 awful hands back to back. Regardless, unlucky. Yeah, it does look like you bricked pretty bad. Shelmy, you need to check in. Billion-dollar company didn't want to spend extra money on Rush. Well, if we extrapolate, so one of the most common things that we've heard about why the EU hasn't gotten any YCSs is because they were over budget. If you consider that Worlds is also no spectators because they're over budget, then if you're over budget for a bunch of other things, reducing your budget of not having as quote unquote as many people does make, I don't want to say sense as in to justify it, but it would explain why they did it. Also, I do apologize. I missed a couple follows. I saw your chat earlier, but Antho Knight, thank you for the follow. And Nego Velho, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you guys. Hello, Barox. Alright, going for the Dark Armed here. We are going to IDP. No, not Tri-Horned Dragon! Card of the Soul, adding a copy of Double Disruptor Dragon. He may or may not have just Xyz summoned, yes. Don't worry about it. Gonna add the Heavy Interlock here. Go for the Heavy Interlock. Bring out the Riot Dragon. Spiral to the field. Quadboral gets poppin'. Go for the Decode Talker. Kiteroid. Protect. You go for the Dark Hole here. Wipe the field. Trickstar Candina go in for 1,700. We're going to continue to burn here. Double Disruptor. Going to be able to search again. Adds the Heavy Interlock back. I'm going to keep poking you. Exploder Rocket back to the field. So we know our hand is Lancia, Heavy Interlock. If we have like another IDP, we're just cooked, right? You guys gotta stop being, like, surprised by this stuff. When you have smaller tournaments, you can have variance, especially in a single elimination. What do you want? We're just having fun here. Chill. Hello, Siu Mumu. In for the Rocket Tracer here. Horobane, Baboos! Lethal. Why would you not pop yourself there? You know you're cooked. At the same time, stuff like this can give you potential ideas. Can you meme and win with these kind of decks?
Duel.
Trickstar Candiner. Get searching. Gain the 2,000 life points, set one back row, pass the turn. So like in this particular matchup, for example, being able to protect your Link from the Quad Burrow Pop is pretty decent. I mean, that alone shouldn't make your deck, but I think what you should be willing to consider is sometimes you get surprised by decks that do well. Do I think... Wait, isn't that just the normal artwork? Am I... Oh, what? I'm confused. A little harder. So this is the normal Sevens Road Magician. And this is the Worlds one. It has the gate. Okay. Needle Ceiling, wipe the field. Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. Now we get cooked. It was cool, but now we get cooked. We can bring back one. I mean, okay, I get the... Okay, the gate being there is neat because it does make it unique. But... I don't know. It's fine. Now that I see it, it's fine. Is this worth the prize card? I mean, if you think about it, in the context of the cards that they give out as prizes, prize cards are almost always just trash, right? Like, it's like unplayable, like another Verse Dragon or whatever the hell that stupid card is, right? It's just a vanilla that does nothing. So technically speaking, a card that is at least playable and can be played in a meta-relevant deck, I think even if it's just an alt art, is probably better than something like, you know, Vanilla Monster. Also, Norrentino, I'm gonna ping you. I don't know. Yeah. Upon reflection, yeah, it's a perfectly serviceable promo card. I like it, I guess. Trickstar Candina once again. I'm gonna go ahead and yoink the Candina here. Well, we know what that is. We can go into a link to. So, what's the game plan? If we're playing Crackdown, we're trying to play better under Lancia. I guess, technically. We're gonna make our Dark Armed Dragon here. Go for the pop, we'll protect. Get popping here. Or attempt to, anyways. We will negate the effect, but now we're just wide open to get clobbered here. Leaving us on top deck Candina to get back into the game. And we did! Okay, but like, really though, what do we do from here? I mean, it's a great top deck, but what do you do? Go for the Foxglove Witch. Okay. The Tracer will pop itself here. Taking out the Magna Rocket. Hello, Carrot. You guys need to stop being surprised by stuff like this. Tournament variance is a thing. But also, maybe it'll give you an idea. Okay, we're gonna go to battle. Festival Protect. Did we draw into Crackdown? Yes, we did. Did we top deck a Dark Hole? We did not. I wonder if we'll get a speed or a rush ban list this week. They'll probably wait to do a combined list, if I had to guess. Ice, Dragons, Prison, Banish. We live with 500. I lied. Quick launch. We have another rocket in the deck. Or rather, another Tracer. Get poppin'. 1800 lethal. We're going to go ahead and tie things up 1-1. That's me. In that situation, Dark Hole would have popped all the monsters, and then the Foxglove would have floated into another body. So you'd clear the opponent's board and get a monster back. But no, again, I don't see why you would announce separate ban lists. Also, realistically speaking, like, so I don't know if you guys saw Tomato's ban list prediction for Rush Duel. I don't even know what you hit, if anything. Like Essel. I don't think the meta is fine. There is Tomato's ban list prediction video, if you want to watch it. Because, like, technically speaking, meta is fine from the perspective of decks versus each other, I guess. Like, I think the actual issue is more with... There's two things. If I had to list my chief complaints, complaint number one, I don't think 6,000 life points is good for Rush Duel, even in speed. Like, 4,000 in speed weirdly works somehow. but I don't think it's actually good for Rush. It might get better in the future, but right now, it kind of feels bad. But maybe maybe I'm just reading it wrong. Is Burn nerfed? No, but I don't think Burn is really a thing in Rush right now. Not really. I think the problem is that... How to put it? Yeah, you either sack or you get sacked. Like, all the traps are either blowouts or do nothing. It's kind of weird. I mean, stuff like the maximums are... They're weird. Like, I think they made the maximums, like, just, like, playable enough to be good. Like, oh God, this is so weird to say. How to put it? I like that the maximums are playable and actually good, but they feel incredibly bad if they're able to pull them off early. You know, if that makes any sense. Like, so maximum overload feels like fighting against old Destiny draw, where you didn't want to go too aggro because you felt like you'd get punished, but the longer the game goes on, because you're not going aggro, you get punished anyways. There's like no good answer. And then the Cybers deck, like Idrago, obviously can like get to your opponent's life points, but I actually think Idrago is kind of bad. Like, the fact that every single one of his effects is a mill 3 is the most feel-bad shite ever. Like, I actively am like, I don't want to use any of its effects. I feel like I'm throwing if using the effect doesn't win the game. I understand, Giorfio, but here's the thing. I almost never feel like Idrago wins the game for me. And if I have to use his effect twice, I'm probably dead. I don't know. Maximums feel like Exodia. They shouldn't be good, because if they are, the game is bad. Exodia is not fun. Also, Adge. Hello, Dragino. Alright, we're going to attack in here. Going to be able to yoink. Take the opponent's Crimson Heart. Get in for 4K. Oh my cheeses. Quick launch. We're going for the cheese, TK. The Harpy maximum is stupid. I loathe Harpy maximum. It's terrible design for this early in Duel Links. If you maximum with it, you win 98% of the time. All the Harpy pieces break the rules. They are 1 tributes that beat 2 tributes. Dodge most effects people run to punish level 7/8. A good example of what I'm talking about is stuff like, where's it at? How am I drawing them? Not that one. So this dodges it, and this dodges it. Because it breaks the rules. Why does a 1 tribute beat every 2 tribute? That makes no sense. Servant of Dawn. Tell me, does Servant of Dawn also get to your life points and have a maximum that if you summon it, auto wins you the game? Yes or no? We're going to hop into a game 3 here. At least they don't have access to Avian. Mistral Despair, you have to think about it a different way, though. Because of Harpies, Warriors don't get to use their back row removal. Because of Harpies existing, Warriors, a bad deck, are not allowed to run back row removal. Similarly to how Psychics don't get back row removal. You will notice both decks are bad. Weird. Harpies were good from the perspective of giving a good deck to players. So on that front, I do think it was good. To be honest, Harpy back row removal would be super fair, unlimited. Giorfio, do you understand how easy it would make for Harpies to get into their maximum, which just wins the game? How would that be super fair? Are you looking forward to getting maximumed every single game by Harpies? Hello, Chaotic Chibi. Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. And no, you need to still see all 3 pieces. Giorfio, come on now. What's up? We are currently in the top 8 of the Duel Links Meta Weekly. Watching a little tournament gameplay action while also talking about assorted things such as the results of the Rush Duel KC Cup. We talked a little bit about the new Perform Age cards and how they could impact the game if they come to Duel Links. Yes, indeedy, we got Jadal versus Rockets. We do appear to be running the Odd Eyes Advanced Dragon package. Now, this is something you would occasionally see back in Thunder Dragons, back when Thunder Dragons were meta. Not a bad option to run as just another search target for the Melody of Awakening Dragon, because you are going to be able to summon it out on top of a high level pretty easily. We're gonna go for the no shot. We timed out. Dog, ain't no way. Konami, increase the timer. Timer's a legit win condition. Alrighty, moving on to the top 4. Oh, definitely. In the next survey, we need everyone talking about the timer. Get the timer fixed. Konami, please! You have one job! Alrighty. Nedex, Cole, Gozu, and Guts. Time to check in. Nedex, Cole, Gozu, Guts. I think that's the correct Guts. Is that the Guts from Swords Art Online? Top 4 is ready. Please, guys. I offer no disrespect. I do not know why you're having that issue, Speedy. Let me see if the action could not be completed. Not be completed, Twitch. Is your account verified, Speedy? Only thing I can think of. Top 4 is Performage, Shadal, Boral, and Blue Eyes. Let me check one other thing on my end. Moderation. Let me try this. Refresh and try again now. Anyways, I'll try and help you a little bit later if it doesn't work for you. We're gonna go for the crackdown here. Get yoinkin'. Probably wasn't expecting that. No, it not. Well, I just saw you type in chat. Was there any Balderok Zombie World? No. So you crack down me, I'm gonna do the same thing. Likely signifying that we do have a successor soul. We did search for one, right? Yeah, we added successor soul. And added an ultimate fusion. So we likely have two forms of disruption here. Ooh, okay. So the Decode Talker here actually going to now protect us against the Successor Soul. Very nice. That's it. Everything's Crackdown. Always has been true. Any prediction for speed ban list? Now, it's always bad to try... Well, not bad. It's always weird to try and predict before the KC Cup. But offhand, my personal recommendation... Sky Scourge, Summon Breaker, 2-1. So we're gonna talk about changes without skill nerfs, because I think skill nerfs are hard to predict. Like, skill changes are obviously good in some situations, but we can't predict them, but we can predict ban list changes. I also something to remove Harshath Link from agents. So Boral's I mean, I think the Hyperion Synchro is too strong for Duel Links. The problem is that they're not going to remove it. It's already in the game. They can't remove it now. I mean, I have to... Oh my god. I need to look... This is actually a really weird question, because I think a lot of the changes are... There's potential for more changes than what we're talking about. Because, like... I think some of the problems about agents is stuff like Master Hyperion is insane if you think about it. The fact that it's searchable and you theoretically, like, there were multiple times we watched like them activate Master Hyperion's effect like 6 times in a single turn. Like, the ability for that deck to just wipe the entire board for no cost whatsoever is kind of busted. So, like, unfortunately, I do feel like Agents is one of those decks that probably does need a skill hit. But again, I don't know, because, like... Actually, the other thing They're not going to do this. The problem with saying one Lancia destroys Agents, you can't expect people to play Lancia in their deck forever. Another option would be Venus to 1. Venus plus Master Hyperion to 3. Something like you either want, if you don't change the skill, I feel like you need to do multiple hits to the deck. Because one, you got to get rid of Summon Breaker, you got to get rid of the Sky Scourge. That's like the bare minimum. And then on top of that, I feel like without a skill change, you got to reduce the ability to access Venus and Hyperion multiple times. So either remove one of those from the deck, which they're probably not going to do, or do like a multiple limit 3. But again, I don't know if they're going to hit the deck that hard this quickly. I don't think they will. It's so hard to predict. Would Duel Links be worse or better with access to choosing who goes first or second? Worse, in my opinion. I think the fact that you can't decide first or second forces people to build their decks in a more mid-range style that I think is healthier for the game. Something can happen to Venus, but if you think about it, the deck with the skill is obviously intended to operate, to revolve like around Venus entirely, so they won't get rid of her. So like what is a fact? They want you to play Master Flare, Hyperion, and Venus in the same deck. So you can't put Venus to 1 because that would mean you'd have to choose between them. So that leaves the only options as limit 2 or limit 3. And if you limit 3 it, then you have to limit 3 something else to make it a decision point. What do? Limit 3 Venus, limit 3 Shine Ball? Like maybe that's something you could do? Like, I know that sounds weird but then if you did that, technically the deck works still, but also reduces the ability. Like, you would have to go either 1 Venus 2 balls or 2 Venuses 1 ball, which both of them technically still work. Summon Breaker is either banned or limit 1. What the next event will be? I think it's a Sherry unlock event again. Because we have the Sherry, if I remember correctly. Because we still have the Sherry skill to get, right? Wait, no, it should be, isn't it, it's gonna be Rush character unlock and Sherry unlock? Like, if you were gonna hit Boral, I think the easiest hit... Oh god, there's like so many re-hits that I kind of feel like they should do. I almost feel like they need to put Melody of Awakening Dragon back to 3. But I don't think they will. Because a Melody hit would hit Blue Eyes and Boral. So it would be a nuanced hit. But I kind of wonder if they would do that. Because the other thing that would suggest that they're not going to do that is the fact that I don't see them hitting any card that would make the Blue Eyes structure deck they give you unplayable. And it already has Floodgate, Trap Hole at limit 3. So I don't see them giving you a deck that has 6 limit 3s, if that makes any sense, right? So I don't think they would hit, at least not while that's available as part of a campaign. They could unlimit Floodgate, Trap Hole. That is true. That they could unlimit Floodgate and then limit the Melody. That is a thought. Quick launch to 3. I mean, quick launch to 3 is a hit to rockets, sure, but it's not actually, like, it wouldn't be the hit to Blue Eyes as well that Melody would be. Floodgate and Duel Links with 3 zones is toxic. Yeah, but like, there's so many ways to play around it now. I don't, like, you guys are imagining a world where, like, you get all 3 zones, like, locked up by Floodgate, Trap Hole, and can't do anything. And that's literally not what's gonna happen. That's just not the game anymore. Amazonas locking all 3 of your zones was peak. I mean, I don't know about peak. Mechlord, I did watch your video. I agreed with some of your stuff, but not all of it. Okay, so do we have our rocket live? So this will force the Rocket Tracer activation. So the last card being... if we have Blizzard and we can negate it, we're feeling good. Is he playing the Boral Link skill? Yes. We do not have Blizzard. Floodgate should be limited 3 forever. Meh. I don't know if I agree, but sure. I understand why you would say that. Can I update the other side of the top 4? I have no update at this time as they have not reported it. Henud, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you greatly. Blue Eyes should not be allowed to use Crackdown. Yeah, I mean, I understand it. I actually think that's kind of one of the least problematic parts of Blue Eyes, if that makes any sense. Weirdly enough, I think Blue Eyes is like really close to being a perfectly fine skill. I think limiting the number of uses per duel. I mean, again, this goes into like addressing the skills and not the cards, but like, I think just don't let them use, like, you should be able to get each of the cards one time, I think. Because, like, weirdly enough, I kind of like a deck like, a deck still being able to use back row is good. Blue Eyes is, like, almost the perfect deck, even if I'm not a huge fan of it. Could they make it so Blue Eyes needs to return a card? I don't know. Again, I almost feel like Blue Eyes is like the perfect deck for Duel Links. Uses a bit of back row, uses cards that are a little unusual, you know, feeds into the nostalgia of an anime archetype. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's hard because, like, I don't even... I can see wanting to tone it down, but I actually don't want to kill the deck. I mean, yes, obviously something like Heat Wave should go. Heat Wave's dumb, but Heat Wave itself is kind of whatever. Dark Armed, the Dragon of Annihilation! The fact it can normal 3K beaters isn't fair. I hate it. That's actually one of the things I love about it. What? I do think, though, the biggest offender is Melody. You get rid of Melody and the deck's probably, like, ultra fair. But again, I don't see them hitting Melody if Floodgate is still limited. Oh, what a top deck. Heat Wave, yes, hit Heat Wave, but Heat Wave itself is not the problem. Do we even have any targets for Successor Soul? 1, 2, 3 Blue Eyes. Blacklet. Dragon Spirit of White, take back the Crackdown. We have another. Okay. That's a 2-0. SAO Guts has lost in the top 4. We go to the other side of the bracket.
Duel.
Okay. Okay. Wendy effect. We're going to be able to get a dragon here. We're going to be able to set one. Recycle with our skill. It's showtime. We're going to discard a damage juggler for a damage juggler. That's a neat trick. Clown comes back to the field. Incarnation effect. Dragon get returning. At Tricker back to the field as well. Schism allowing us to make a copy of the Winda. We're going to go ahead and make a copy of the Trapeze Magician. Is your one special summon for the turn. Baboost allowing us to beat over the Winda, adding the copy of Reshadal Incarnation back to the hand. Going for a copy of Construct here. Get sending Trick Clown effect. We're going to be able to successfully beat over. Damage Juggler to protect. We're going to go for the Incarnation here. Making a copy of Exciton Knight. Exciton wipe the field. Getting both Construct effects. Add back the Schism. Add back the Incarnation. Go for a Hat Tricker here. Take out the Winda. Winda, return the El Shadal Fusion. Set 2. Wait. Why did we not Exciton again? Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Why would you not Exciton? Okay, wait, hold on. If we Exciton... No, it's not throwing. So he would chain the Reshadal Incarnation, goes into... goes into Winda. And then if Winda's destroyed that turn, can't deal any damage. You're just going to add the... Yeah, it didn't really matter. Because time? Possibly. I think it just didn't matter. Zeus could work. I don't think they should add it anytime soon, but you would just make it summon at the end of the battle phase. It's not that hard. It would work like Dreadnought Dreadnoid. That's all you'd have to do. You literally just make it work like Dreadnought Dreadnoid. Activates at the end of the battle phase. We are going to go ahead and negate the construct here. You will not get Surgeon. Or rather, dumping. Wait, why do we negate? They were already under Dweller. I mean, it will protect you from being... I don't know, that Veiler seems weird. Okay. We are going to take out the Abyss Dweller. Trick Clown, get floating. Any Altergeist? No. But this is also a small tournament this week, so I wouldn't be surprised by that. We're going to go for the Winda here, allowing us to successfully take out the Trick Clown as well. MST, get popping, get rid of that back row. Can we top deck a Mind Control? Why would there be a top 32 in a single elimination where there was less than 32 people? There's no top 64. It would be neat if we could ever get that kind of size tournament. All right, what's the game plan? What we doing? We shall set 2 and pass. Okay. El Shaddoll Fusion. Gonna use the Winda and the Unknown in our hand. It is a really Ona going for a construct here. Is it easier to get Cog in speed or rush? Is that what you're asking? Hello, Gissy. That's a good question. It, in theory, is easier. Okay. Rush has more variance, but if you have a moderately meta speed deck, I would probably say speed. There's a lot of games you'll lose in Rush just because Lord Ringe said so. But I don't know, it depends. I think I personally I think they're kind of equal, but for different reasons. Rush has more variance, but is like you're fighting way more potatoes. Speed has less variance, at least in my opinion, but you typically can face better opponents with better decks. Is it even possible to cog and Rush without investing? Absolutely. The D rank and Rush will be applied once they add more ranks. I don't see them adding ranks anytime soon. One of the things that was very interesting about the Rush Duel WCQ is we got to see essentially what is the player pool taking part in Rush Duels on a serious level. Now, obviously, that is not the same as how many people are playing on the ladder, but I would say it was like, what, a fourth or a fifth of the number of Speed Duel players? Like, to give you an example, was ranked like 7,000 in the world with 1 win in stage 2. In speed, 1 win would put you over 30,000. And I'm not saying that to be disparaging, by the way. I would, anytime I say anything about Rush, I speak as somebody who has been hosting tournaments and trying to keep up a competitive community for it. But I do think it shows that Konami is moderately struggling at converting people over to Rush. Goes for the Malevolent Sin here. No. Hat Tricker can absorb the damage. Again, the question though, how do we get to enough damage? Oh! Okay, this is potentially lethal. Do we know something about the upcoming Rush character? Yeah, we know a lot about her. She uses... what is it? Tomato, are you still here? I know her monster is called Heavy Worm Excavator, but is it actually worm or is it machines? Reshadal Incarnation. This will stop the lethal. The only thing I think I remember reading is that her maximum is kind of ass. What? All right, Cole will take game number 2 as well. Well done. What was her deck out if it wasn't the maximum? People got to stop timing out, by the way. Konami, fix your game, please. Worm. There are 35 worm monsters. Random. Generic draw. Bad card. Bad card. Bad card. Generic attacker. Bad card. Bad card. Bad card. Bad card. Generic attacker. Shuffle 3 worm. Shuffle 3 worm type monsters. Special summon 1 level 8 worm monster from your grave. Face up on the field. Okay, technically a good card. Assuming that there's any level 8s worth running. Adds the maximum pieces. So ass. 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 Bad. Bad. Okay, so this just wipes the... So this is just... Okay, so the level 8 is literally just a board wipe. Okay, well, now you found the reason why this deck will be dumb. You don't have to... Just send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard. Destroy your opponent's field. Wow, that'll be pretty disgusting in Duel Links. Need to get a maximum out before they do... What? Not bad. Alright, so worm monsters, besides like 1 or 2, look absolutely trash. So they... In other words, they will get a skill that will be busted and push them. All right, we have the grand final. It's going to be Shaddoll versus Blue Eyes. It's level 8 or lower. Yeah, but maximums aren't going to stay on the field. I'm not doing a prediction this time. All right, grand finals. I don't know though. So like, I will say I really don't like cards like that worm monster though. In my opinion, you should not be able to just wipe your opponent's board for free. That seems like terrible design. If I had one chief complaint about Rush, my biggest issue with Rush is they want you to not care about anything on the board at all. Everything must be destroyed / die / you cannot do anything to stop it. It really hurts my soul as a control player. I mean, needing a field spell is kind of irrelevant. I'm assuming that they have field spells, so that's not a cost anymore. So it becomes 2 discards to nuke your opponent's board. So any of our Rush players, by the way, has Rush Duel ever had a control deck? No. An actual control deck, Quantum. Noodles... I don't see how Noodles is a control deck. Like, what about Noodles is a control deck? What is the control aspect? You're controlling your opponent's life points. It sets 3 every turn. Is that your definition of control? No. I'm not asking. Gale Thing. In physical Rush, has there ever been a control deck? I'm just curious. I'm not I don't mean this as a gotcha. I'm genuinely curious if Rush has ever had a control deck. Don't think so? Okay. Okay, get sending here. So we do hit the Shaddoll fusion. We have the Schism. Warriors on release? Kind of, sure. Technically, yes. That's at least in the realm. Easy, thank you very much. It's not Clorox, it was chloroform, please, thank you. Is Blue Eyes cooked here, though? Read the next OCG card. Which card is that, Nauris? So we have not searched yet, right? We can still activate our effect. So we can pop here. Effect Veiler, negate. The new Blue Eyes is pretty cool. It's just unfortunate that it's tied to an unplayable archetype. But I actually think that new Blue Eyes is really, really cool. Otherwise. But the fact that you have to play Exodia, you have to play 5 bricks in your deck, just makes that archetype unplayable, in my opinion. You can just send it to me in a direct message. Or Discord it to me or something. Well, yes. New Blue Eyes is made for it's a cool card. I like it. It's actually really, really good. But again, you're putting in an archetype that is like worse than the new Yugi one that they made. It's not like table 500. It's like table like 2000. And again, don't get me wrong. I'm talking physical. When a deck like the ceremonial duel deck eventually comes to Duel Links, it'll obviously be incredible. That deck screams Duel Links all over it. And so for that part, from that perspective, whenever I see bad decks in the physical card game, I'm actually kind of excited because I'm like, oh, this is like a Duel Links deck. Give us like a year or so and we'll have that deck. Give us 2 years, we'll have that deck. Like, as somebody who wants this game to continue for a long time into the future, anytime I see these decks, I'm like, oh, that's a whole ass box right there. Check Discord, thank you. I don't need your fan fiction, Nauris. That was me with the new Perform Age cards? Yes, I think they're cool. Valmonica will be top tier in release on Duel Links. Shui, unironically, it'll probably be a good deck, yes. We saw that, oh god, why am I drawing a blank? Sulfachord was good in Duel Links. Obviously, it's not anymore, but it was Sulfachord, it was playable for, like, several months as a perfectly, like, good strategy. We are gonna Successor Soul here. Bring forth the blue eyes. We will be able to trigger. Double construct effect here. All right, can't go to battle, so we will, as we cannot defeat the blue eyes, so we will have to pass. Where did all the agent players go? A lot of them are just playing Borrelink now. Did agents get Lanceiad out? There were only 4 in today's tournament. So again, keep in mind, small turnout, plus Borrel more popular, as it is a more well-rounded deck. Agents equal higher ceiling of floodgating you out, but Borrel is more well-rounded. There is a good chance that we might see like a 3-way in the WCQ, because Blue Eyes can make stuff like Dragulon to flood out Borrel. Hello, Vince. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, get poppin' 2. Who can flood who harder and faster? We're just dead here, right? The funny thing is, a lot of Borrel players are actually already dropping Ibly from their list. Why are they dropping Ibly? It's just kind of win more. You just generally, you don't need it. All right, Gozu takes game number 1. Hello, hello. So, I don't mean to do a bit of a tangent, but it does look like we have pretty much the entire deck list of Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge. How many of you outside of like Sakadetsu are excited for that? For that set? Well, because I know you're excited for it, Sakadetsu, because of what's inside of it. It's like, what do we got? We got the ice barrier stuff, which won't do anything. We got the Infernoid stuff, which won't do anything. We got... what else? The Ritual Beast stuff, which won't do anything. And then we got, like, reprints of Sprite, which is... Who Megalol asked, which will do nothing. And then the Gen X, which will do nothing. I refuse to believe Ritual Beast will do anything. Gen X will warp the meta. I literally don't believe you. Wait, is Yubel in this set? I thought they weren't in this one. I thought that's like in the next main set. Wait, is it? I literally don't see it. Where the heck is it? Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Am I just blind? Oh, there it is. Okay. And of course they made it a secret. No shocker there. Why the hell are some Vanilla Monsters ultra rares? What the hell is wrong with you, Konami? Why is Sengenjin a freaking ultra rare? So the new ice barrier stuff, is all secret. Jesus Christ, Konami, what are you doing? Everything except one card. Sorry, there's the trap. The trap is an ultra. Everything else is secret. Holy Jesus. How many secrets are in this set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 40. There's like 43 secret rares. Don't you get like 2 per box? Am I going crazy here? Yu-Gi-Oh! How many secret per box? 2 to 3 secrets per box, and there's 43 secrets. It's different because reprint set? Oh, is it? How many do you get per box then? How much is Battles of Legends Terminal Revenge per box? It looks to be about $72 a box. with 24 packs. Okay, so you get a 5-card pack, and it comes with a secret and 4 ultras. Okay, I take back everything I said. So you get 5... Okay, card, cattle, or... calculator, 24 times 5 equals 120. So divided by 72. No. 120 divided by 72. 72 divided by... So, okay. Hello, Dr. Dinosaurio. Okay, I take back what I said. I was wrong. And the price will probably come down, because that's pre-sale price. I don't know. This set actually good overall. But how is it good? Okay, so as somebody who's a, like, how to put this? So I look at a set like this, right? And so, like, if we go through card by card, Winged Karibo, pack filler, Shining Star Dragon, pack filler, Full Armored Utopic Ray Lancer, pack filler, the Ice Barrier stuff, pack filler. The Genex stuff, pack filler. The Infernoid stuff might be kind of meta. Maybe. But even then, LOL, no. Ritual Beast, pack filler. Toy Soldier stuff, pack filler. Like, I just don't see, like, what are the reprints in here that we care about? Toy Soldiers are crazy good. Okay, when you guys say crazy good, are we talking meta crazy good? As in, oh no, you're gonna see this at your next YCS? Or are we talking like, you might not go X3 at locals decent? Okay, technically everything is playable. You have to be a little bit more careful about what you mean by playable. He means is a card you can use. It's playable in the OCG. Why is it playable in the OCG? I tested Toy Soldier with Whitewood Crafters, and it's crazy. So again, Shui, is that like, it's crazy because I played at my locals against the guy who really loves Cyber Dragons? Or it's crazy because I was testing against, like, against Snake Eyes. I know what Whitewoods is, but again, like, okay, maybe... I understand people have their pet decks that they think are cool. I could say, for example, yo, the Tri-Brigade cards are crazy. They are really good. You can do some crazy stuff with it, but you're gonna be like, yeah, dog, that's like, that's cool and all, but like, let's be real. want to understand if they're actually crazy or if they're like pet deck crazy. All right, we're gonna normal summon Neshadal Genius. Doesn't it have a bunch of tops in OCG? Okay, well, let's go Road of the King. And let's look for Toy Box. So, the most recent breakdown, up till June 2nd, we have Snake Eyes, Tenpai, Yubel, Fire King, Voiceless, Branded, Chimera, Rescue Ace. Which one of those is Toy Box? Because I'm not seeing like, you're telling me that it's crazy, but the last single deck is 2.8%. Just below that. So your definition of a crazy deck is you're in the 27% of others. Three Blue Eyes on the field. We take out the Neshadal Genius. The Construct. Incarnation back to the field. Man, I'm sorry, but this OCG meta is cooked, bro. 55 Snake Eyes, 49 of which are Fiendsmith. 52 Tenpai, which is like just, you know, brain dead Unga. 28 Yubel, 27 of which are Fiendsmith. 13 Fire King, and oh my god. Fiendsmith, Sinful Spoils, Snake Eye, Fire King. God damn, this meta is cooked, bro. Oh my god. Fiendsmith, Sinful Spoils, Snake Eye, Rescue Ace. God damn, dude. Okay, guys, I know a little bit about Fiendsmith, but not everything. I'm looking at this list, and it's like literally in everything. Fiendsmith Ritual Beast. What the Fiendsmith Memento. Grass, Fiendsmith, Sinful Spoils, Snake Eyes, Naturia, World Chalice. God, what? That is literally just words. Gozu will win it 2-0. Well done, Gozu, cooking the DLM players once again. And I'll go ahead and bring this up just so everybody can see what I'm losing my absolute mind over. Bro, some of these deck names, we're literally just like vomiting everything together. Fiend Smith, Sinful Spoils, Snake Eye, Infernoid. Oh, this is a beautiful name. Horus Millennium Tachyon FTK. Konami, what are you... So, they just made an archetype that literally everyone's gonna run. Is Konami at the point where they don't know what... Like, they're just like, I don't know, dude, just buy the cards. We have no idea anymore, so we're just gonna make it so that you have to buy it. What are you playing? Yes, buy it. Holy sh... Okay. What in the absolute unholy hell do any of these archetypes have to do with each other? Yubel Horus Sprite. Are people just like... Okay, the only thing I can think of, you know how a lot of the big Yugi tubers take stuff and they're like, on today's episode of whatever the hell, we're gonna spin or roll the dice or flip a coin and take whatever archetypes we get, we must make decks out of. Apparently, they've just taken all the remotely playable archetypes, jumbled them together, and it's like, okay, roll a 6-sided dice. Okay, you rolled a 3. That means you need to play 3 archetypes together. Now reach into the bucket, pull 3 archetypes out. What was your first one? Yubel. Okay. What's your second one? Horus. Okay. And your third and final archetype, what is it? Sprite. Congratulations, you're playing Yubel Horus Sprite. Oh my god, what the hell is going on over here, dude? Dark World Fiend Smith Magical Musket. Fiend Smith Unchained Evil Twin. I mean, that at least makes sense, but it's still like, what the hell are you doing? Melodious Supreme King, because that makes any goddamn sense. Horus gives them access to Tachyon Omni now. Oh, incredible. Yeah, we definitely needed that, access to that. Holy sh... Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even... Okay, let's look at some of these decks. Okay. So first of all, hand trap count. The hand traps have probably decreased because you have to fit the Fiendsmith stuff, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's down 2 roughly. Only 16. Oh, so we've gone up to 42 though, instead of staying at. Oh, excellent. Now Snake Eyes randomly just gets to play the thing that stops you from summoning 2 monsters. The DDD High Wave King Caesar or whatever the hell. Perfect. Definitely needed them to have access to that. Tenpai, we are running, so they have the new Tenpai stuff, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 hand traps, plus 3 board breakers. So 21 non-engine, or 21 disruption. Cool. Triple heat wave. Love to see that. The previous one, how did it change? So these two switch. So the meta has been mostly the same. Okay. God damn, Master Duel's cooked in a couple months. I mean, it's already cooked, but it's gonna get cooked even more. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's all good. Once again, congratulations to Gozu and all the other duelists in today's Meta Weekly. Let's go ahead and start wrapping things up. We will, of course, have the Grand Prix on Wednesday. I want to do another event sometime this week, I think, just because not having the Rush one on Sunday and not having it again this upcoming Sunday. So do stay tuned for some kind of announcement there. I do also want to, I have been getting up to the, Duelist to level 20 on my own time, but I will try to have a just chill grinding stream. What soundtrack? If you guys have any suggestions of what kind of alternate formats you might find enjoyable, just for a fun diversion, do consider joining the Discord, !Discord. You can tag me or whatever. Just let me know what kind of tournament you might enjoy as an alternative to the current format. We will, of course, continue to have the Grand Prix will be meta as always. So this would be an additional event. I would love your guys' suggestion of what you would enjoy. I have to participate. Stream a tournament run. Could be fun. Anyways, yeah, let's go find somebody to raid. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. It was fun to just sort of yap for a while. No promises, but if I feel up to it, I will probably stream tomorrow as well. Who is on? Who is on? Yep. We'll go raid ooh. I could do it for Girin, but Mizu is also online, and I'd like to show Mizu some love. We're gonna flip a coin. Coin flip. Heads, Girin. Tails, Mizu. Click. Randomly flip one coin. And it is tails, so it's Mizu. Wait, are they doing anything right now? No, they don't seem to be doing anything. I take that back. It will be Girin. Girin's actually there. All right, guys. See you tomorrow, maybe. Can you find new leaks and updates on Discord? That's typically on DLM, but we will typically share it in my Discord as well. You can join. If you don't like it, you can just leave. But we are putting together a happy little community. All right. Later, guys.